Using just one off camera flash can already make your portraits look super professional by giving you control over the lighting pattern and overall vibe. But add a second flash, when you're stepping in the whole new game, it adds depth, separation, and even more creative control over the look you're after. Welcome or welcome back to the channel. In this tutorial, we'll walk you through a few tool light setups, exploring both indoors and outdoor scenarios. I'll be using the newer Q200 lights, what they call it as outdoor studio flash. And Neewer has become one of the favorite brands among our awesome channel subscribers and visitors. And when Neewer reached out to us to test drive these powerful 200 watt strobes, we were more than happy to do it. I have previously reviewed the Neewer Z2, and we are very impressed by the capability of this flash, and you wanted to see if the Q200 are the same way. Quick disclaimer, this isn't a deep dive in the tech specs of these flashes, but I'm gonna put all the technical specs on the description below, and I'm gonna flash it on the screen. When it comes to strobes, we usually care about three things: battery power, color accuracy, and ease of use. Spoiler alert, these lights deliver big time. The battery lasts forever, and they render skin tones amazingly well. Also, extra bonus, they work with all the round head flash modifiers, the magnetic ones from Profoto. I have the Magnum reflector, all this diffuser, the small filters that work with these lights, which opens up a new level of possibilities. But all right, let's kick the things off with some indoor setups. We have Leo for this photo shoot. I have the 44-inch softbox. The center is 1 foot above his eye level. I feather the light, so just the edge of the light will illuminate his face. Some of the light are going to bounce back from this white V-flat to open up the contrast. And of course, I have this second light here on a boom with a 20-inch grid, the Profoto magnetic grid from the Click series. I just want to have a nice highlight here over his head on this side, just to create a little bit more interest and give some depth and shape to the body. I will establish my exposure via TTL for the main light, and I will dial my hair light or the backlight in small increments in manual mode because it's much easier. For the second setup, I have Lydia, and I didn't change the position of the light. I have it on the 45 degrees, and because she has dark hair, I want to fill in the shadows around her neck, and I have the other light with the umbrella on camera axis as a fill light, very low, so it'll come straight and fill the shadows. I had the light on minimal settings just because I want to open up the shadows a little bit. I don't want that light to contribute too much to the exposure, but just to have a nice soft look. Very easy lighting setups. The skin tones with these lights look amazingly good. I really like how these strobes render colors on the skin. And we shoot outdoors. We have Lydia, and I'm using again the 44-inch octabox as my main light. I have the Q200 with an S2 bracket here. I'm going to talk about this S2 bracket later on because it's very important to make sure you order an S2 bracket for a round head flash, not a square, otherwise will not fit these lights. And my second light, I have it in the back here, is a bare flash, and it's aimed down to Lydia, just to create a nice separation on the right hand side, opposite from my main light. Because these lights, they have this kind of like a diffuser in front of the bulb. The light is pretty nice, you know, it's something like it will take away a little bit of the specular highlights and it gets some kind of diffusion, so it's a very pleasant light with a bare flash. Of course, I'm going to have the center of my main light 1 foot above the Lydia head, aim it down. I'm feathering the light, start with a TTL for my main exposure, switch to manual, to lock it in, and I'm gonna dial in my hair light. Outdoors you have the ambient light, which makes a big difference because you, of course, you have the third light, you have the like a fill light, and it makes the pictures much easier to expose and have a little bit more complexity, but they look amazingly well. With this cross lighting, you can get a very nice contrasty images, special like you want to show some of the environment. Always try to move your lights around your subject to find the right angle, and also, you know, you have to change your camera height, you know, from up down or lower angle, just to see what all works. Do not stay in only one point. Move around the subject, move around this your area, and I always try to have a nice clean background behind the head of your subject to do not have any distractions. I'm gonna overpower the ambient like a half a step just to create a little bit more contrast. I'm shooting in a high-speed sync. I'm gonna put all the settings on the screen because it will be different from shot to shot. I'm trying to direct Lydia to face towards the light, to look towards the light, and the other separation light, we're gonna create a nice highlight and separate her from the background. For my second setup, I have my main light with the silver umbrella to Lydia left, and to balance it out, because the silver umbrella has a little bit more contrast, I'm using my second light as a fill bare flash, so they kind of have the same look. This will help to create a little bit more contrast on my subject and help separate it from the background. I'm still using 1.4, 1.2, 1.6 to try to blur the background and make my subject pop. This is a very classic setup, and if you only have the umbrella, I'm going to take you some pictures with no light, with the umbrella, and with the umbrella and the fill light. Then you see it's a big difference, because the fill light will make the picture a pop. It's going to fill in the shadow, so you have a little bit more of a soft look for a portrait. The Neewer Q200, I think they work really good outdoors. They are very portable, and I like how they render the skin tones. I think it looks very nice and warm and natural. I think this lights works very good in pairs because it's easier to minimize the contrast in pictures like this. And when you take portraits outdoor, try to use the ambient in your favor. Like having Lydia here, I have the ambient special, the light reflecting from the open skies on her hair, and creates a nice separation light. And I have a fill and I have a main light, trying to improve the ambient light with your artificial light all the time. The Neewer Q200, I think they work really good outdoors. They are very portable, and I like how they render the skin tones. I think it looks very nice and warm and natural. These lights have a super nice and a very modern interface, very easy to use, very intuitive. It just takes no time to figure it out, and they are very reliable. TTL works again very good. When I tested the Z2, I was impressed by the TTL capability of that flash, and the Q200 are the same way, very good TTL and a very consistent flash firing all the time. I never had a misfire since I got these lights. As you can see from these pictures, the skin tones looks amazingly well, and the strobes have a super nice light. Also, the pics are very easy to edit. I started using the Aperty plugin in my workflow, and I really like how natural and the retouching looks without any artifacts. I'll put a link below if you are interested to check it out. And Aperty can help you getting pro edits very fast and very easy. But like everything in life, all gonna cost you some money. If you enjoyed this tutorial, hit a like, also subscribe, and let me know in the comments if you like to see more lighting setups or product reviews. Thank you for watching, and let's get shooting.